Hello, this one's about Stims, because I don't know how there isn't a good video on them already, so here we are. First up is the Perithesene, or the red Stim, heals you to full HP and cures bleeding. It also applies tinnitus, or tinnitus, however you want to pronounce it, at the end of the effect, which is that annoying blurry screen shake. The S44-UL1, or the blue Stim, resets and makes you immune to exhaustion during its duration of 1 minute. It also grants you faster action speed for things like meleeing, moving, aiming, and reloading. It does give the tinnitus debuff at the end of its effect. The Hemostatic Zanustin, or commonly known as the white Stim, heals 5 HP, removes the cripple debuff, and grants the painkiller buff for 1 minute. The painkiller buff allows you to ignore fractures and the cripple debuff, although if your leg is broken again during the effect, you will run at a slower speed. It also temporarily stops bleeding and arterial bleeding during the duration. If that wasn't enough, it will give you 25% more defense, clears your screen of any effects, and removes the screen shake when you get damaged. As you can see, my reticle does not move when I take damage. The I4S-DS, most commonly referred to as the green Stim, gives you 35% more defense, around 2 HP per second, and death prevention for up to around 10 HP worth of damage for 1 minute. The way death prevention works is once you have under 10 HP, if any damage you take is less than your current HP, you simply heal for that amount of damage that it would have dealt before any defensive buffs. It's a lot clearer if I explain this interaction with the AK scav going frame by frame. So, first, let's look at the base stats of the AK scav. According to the Trello, he does 5 damage. Although in this clip, I currently have 2 defensive buffs active, which will reduce the AK scav's damage to around 2 to 3, because decimals. Going to the next frame, he does indeed do about 2 damage, bringing me from 12 to 10 HP exactly. Now remember, we have to be below 10 HP for the I4S death prevention to be active. So, in the next frame, I take 3 damage, dropping me down to 7 HP. Remember, the base damage of an AK scav is 5 damage before any damage reduction, so I will heal 5 HP, meaning I will go from 7 to 12 HP the next time I take damage from the AK scav, as shown in the next frame. The very dumbed down version of how death prevention works is you take a big hit, you will die, take a small hit, you will heal. Usually. The 3-cbSTM, or the purple Stim, refills your melee stamina, increases your shoving speed, and increases your melee damage by 35%. I do cover how some melee damage calculations work in the intermediate melee guide, so I won't cover that here. It also does remove the fracture debuff. The BL1 Neloprophine, or the orange Stim, removes 1 morale, greatly increases melee stamina regen, and steadies your camera. Tactical Armor reduces all damage taken supposedly in half for 10 minutes. Any damage taken reduces the duration further. Keep in mind that it does not reduce true damaging attacks like Sledge Queen's short or long shells. That should be all I wanted to cover for a general overview on the Stims and Armour. If you are wondering where I have been, to simply answer, I have not been playing this game and enjoying other things in the meantime. But I will occasionally check back on Decaying Winter every now and then, when I have the motivation or time to do so. But until then, see you later.